Hey guys, so I'm back with another haul video because I hit up a Hot Topic online sale, which was done in another video, but I also hit up a ThinkGeek clearance sale, and yeah, that happened. So if you've seen some of my other videos, I have been getting the ThinkGeek capsule when they released that, and included with their ThinkGeek capsule box, they've been including a gift card, and it's kind of a random amount, so everybody's kind of getting a random amount. But the one that I had gotten was for $5 off, so I decided to go ahead and check out their website. Turns out that if you spend more than a certain amount, then the discount on the shipping is already more than the $5 gift card, and you can't stack them. So I wasn't actually able to use the gift card on my purchase because the savings on the shipping was higher than the gift card already. So I still have the gift card, and I bought a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'm slightly ashamed, but also really excited about all the cool stuff that I managed to get, because, you know, it's unlike with subscription boxes, which are a lot of fun, but they're also hit and miss. Sometimes you get things that you like and sometimes you don't. Fun thing about clearance sales is you're buying all the stuff that you like. So anyway, I wanted to show you what I got. And some of these items may still be available on the website, so if you see something that you think is cool, definitely go check it out. But the first item that I got were these Millennium Falcon and Death Star magnets. They are like a 3D mold. And there they are in action. Call Mom. So they're actually pretty weighty, and I appreciate that. Part of that might actually just be the packaging, but they have a good weight to them. And I love stuff with the Millennium Falcon on it, so that was kind of what attracted me to that. So got those. I also got a skirt that I will like to wear at work, because it is a nod to my geekery, but also kind of a little bit more subtle. So if it's kind of one of those things where, you know, to anyone else it'll just look like a pattern, but for people in the know, they'll know what it means. So here's the skirt. And, you know, kind of from afar, it just kind of looks like a medallion or a tapestry pattern. But for those of you that know and will recognize it, and if you look up really close, it is a nod to Star Trek. So that's super cute. I love it. Okay, sorry, my girly geek is definitely coming out with this one. So anyway, excited about that. That might get worn next week. I'm gonna have to find a top to go with it, and not the Star Trek tops. I'm gonna have to actually find a regular top to go with it. All right, so we also got a t-shirt because I was really excited. This is actually one of my favorite animated movies. Has been for years. Love the soundtrack. I'm probably dating myself, but I don't care. Love the soundtrack, love the movie. My friends and I have a really good friend of mine who is a fan of this with me, so we quote lines back and forth at each other all the time. And it is The Last Unicorn. And I got like a 2XL, and this thing is huge. Okay, so 2XL is usually what I get in a t-shirt size, because I kind of like the way it fits, and the men's 2XL is usually pretty good for me. This is really, really large, so hopefully this shrinks down a little bit, but I'm actually really excited about this one because it's pretty simple. It's just the image of the unicorn and the name, and then the script below is the name of the author of the book. So If you haven't read the book, I recommend it. It's really short, and the movie actually did a pretty good job of following the book pretty closely. All things considered, Hollywood has a tendency to go rogue with literary things, and so what ends up on the screen is not what's in the book at all. And this one did a pretty good job with it. If you're really familiar with the movie, one of the things that I found funny as I was reading the book again recently is I could hear the soundtrack going through my head as I was reading it at different parts because it mirrored it that closely. So anyway, just a recommendation. One of the other things that I loved a lot, aside from the clothing that, you know, is subtle but alludes to it, I love fleece blankets. My cat loves fleece blankets. She nurses on them all the time and does the whole kneading thing, which I think is a sign that she was probably weaned too early from her mom, but you know, she takes comfort in it and it's cute. But they had a couple of fleece blanket options that were on sale. So of course I had to get them both because winter is coming and, you know, blankets. So the first one that I got, it was an option of planets. And you could choose, I think the three options were Earth, Mars, and Jupiter. I got Jupiter. And it's a round blanket, of course, because it's a planet. And it's colorful, and it's soft, and it's super cute. And I'm going to put it over my recliner in the living room and, you know, snuggle up with this while I watch space movies and horror movies and all the things that I like to watch. So that is blanket number one. Yes, I did get more than one blanket. Because, you know, fleece blankets. Number two was a not so subtle nod to one of my fandoms, but, you know, I couldn't resist it because it was just funny and cute. So I got a Star Trek emblem shirt. So I can, you know, pretend I'm part of the medical team in my Star Trek fleece blanket. So really cute little lap blanket for Star Trek. That'll be a fun thing to snuggle up with this winter. Or, you know, tonight, maybe. We'll see. All right, we are getting near the bottom, I promise. There are just a couple more things. So the next thing that I got was a canister set. A droids canister set. Of course, it's got the 3 different droids on there. And it comes with labels for coffee, tea, and sugar. But I don't think that's what I'm going to end up using them for. Well, coffee maybe, but actually the reason I got these, that I was inspired to get these, was for work. I was thinking we're moving into a new building in the next week or so, and so everybody's getting new desk space and new office space, and so I was actually thinking that those would be really cool in my team's area for the instant coffee that we have, but also for things like hard candies and the little snack things that we have over there. So I'm planning on geeking out my workspace a little bit. Hopefully, if my coworkers let me. So we'll see. All right. We have 2 more items in here. Plus the little ThinkGeek sticker, which I'm sure you don't need to see. But anyway. So 2 more items and then we're done, I swear. Okay, so the next item we got was a jewelry piece. Because like I mentioned before, I like wearing my my geek jewelry to work as a subtle nod to my fandom. And what I got, it actually smells really, really good. It's a leather Chewbacca belt. But it's obviously it's a bracelet, but it's the Chewbacca thing. And it's real leather. You can definitely smell the real leather. And is it a pull apart or is it a, how do I get it open? Alright, so it's a slide. Getting it on is a slide thing. So there's a groove and a notch, and you just slide it in that way. So it's pretty heavy duty actually. I can just slide it on as a cuff, but for those of you who might have larger hands or wrists, just know if you want to get this, it's a slide off. So you can certainly maneuver that onto your hand. So that's actually really, really cool. And again, it's one of those things that I think if you aren't in the know with this, you're just going to look at it as a leather cuff that's kind of embellished. But if you are familiar with the Star Wars universe and with Chewbacca, you'll look at that and go, hey, that's the Chewbacca thing. So, very cool. And then the last thing is also an accessory, which I was super excited about. See in the clearance section. It is another Star Wars nod, so you can see I'm not one or the other. Star Trek and Star Wars are both equally cool. I love them both. So the last item in here is definitely a nod to Star Wars. It is another accessory that I am very excited to own. Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? It is an R2-D2 handbag. So I do like the fact that it's got the feet on the bottom. The structure of it is a little bit softer than I was anticipating. I thought it was actually going to be a little bit more structured. But I do like the fact that it has the feet on the bottom and the really stiff and thick handles. And I like the metallic blue. For some reason I didn't think it was going to be metallic. I just thought it was going to be blue. The lining inside is also blue. And it's got some pockets in here as well. Not a lot, just a couple. And it has the Star Wars emblem in here. I kind of wish it had one more pocket, but that's alright. That's alright. For what it's for, it's cool. So, I generally tend to like bags with larger handles because I'm a shoulder carrier. So this is something that'll probably not be like an everyday bag for me, but it will definitely be something that I would use like on the weekends, or if I'm going to like a convention or an outing where I want to express my geek, get my geek on. This will definitely be something that I'll end up using. So super excited about it. You know, it could even be, now that I'm thinking about it, since I do have some travel coming up this fall, it could even potentially be like a cosmetics or carry-on bag, just for, you know, traveling purposes. That might end up being what that ends up serving as. Anyway, super excited. Alright, so that's my ThinkGeek haul. Like I had mentioned, I got a lot of stuff that, yeah, so the coupon didn't help very much in this situation because I ended up buying way more than the coupon would actually help with. So I still have a coupon available to buy more later. But anyway, so here's my ThinkGeek haul. Let me know what you thought down below, aside from the fact that I'm crazy for, you know, buying that much stuff. That I already know. So let me know what you liked on here, and is there anything on here that is catching your eye that maybe you're gonna go see about getting for yourself. Definitely let me know if I've turned you on to any items here, because, you know, I had a few to choose from. Anyway, now that I've shown you, I can actually unpack everything and start using it, so I'm super excited. I'm gonna go do that now. Bye!